All right, y'all. So I've covered many things about this case before, and I know that I haven't posted about Sudiksha Konanki in a while. It's really because I just grew extremely frustrated with the case. It's disheartening for me. It's heartbreaking. Y'all know I did so many videos on Sudiksha Konanki, and I just had to just step away. Like after I went to Puerto Rico, you know, and they were saying that someone out there saw her on the beach in Puerto Rico. After I went to Puerto Rico, I don't know, y'all. I just felt really sad about the case, you know. I still feel sad about the case, but this was heavy on my heart, so I had to like come on here. Listen, y'all. This situation with her friends is not sitting right with me. I know everybody in the world that's worried about this case is focused on Joshua Reeby. I get that part, right? But the situation with her friends is just not sitting right with me, right? I've had horrible friends over the years, and I've had good ones, right? But at 19, 20, 21, you should know better. Everyone should know the buddy system, right? That's just the morally correct thing to do, is to make sure all your friends get back to the room safe. If one is missing, you gotta look for them. But instead, her friends went on an excursion the next day like nothing ever happened. Like their friends, their friend was not missing. They left their friend with a stranger at 4 a.m. in the morning, right? Joshua Reeby heads back about, I don't know, it was more than 4 hours later, right? It's just so many red flags in the Sudiksha Konanki case. It really angers me that this case wasn't taken as seriously as it should have been taken. I don't know what else we could do as a whole, but I say keep your prayers going. Keep your hope going, because I truly feel that she will be found. And eventually we all will know what happened to her. That's what I truly feel in my heart. But I feel strongly about those friends. That's 5 friends. Sudiksha Konanki was the 6th friend. So 5 friends. Not one of the 5 friends said, hey, you know what, guys, I don't think it's a good idea to leave her by herself on the beach with this guy. Like, we all just met this guy. We don't know him. None of us know him. I don't think that's a good idea. You know, even if they was trying to give her some type of privacy to talk with him or to do whatever with him, that shouldn't be no type of excuse. When it comes to safety, you don't play about that, you know, regarding your friends. You don't play about that. So all them 5 girls leaving the one girl on the beach with the one guy is very much so morally incorrect. I don't agree with it. And I feel like this whole entire case could have been prevented if the friends would have just said, you know what, we can all stay out here. All of us, 4 in the morning, we all staying out here. Now, mind you, people could argue and say, well, what if Sudiksha Konanki, what if she was too drunk? What if, you know, she had too many drinks and this, that, and the third? That's fine. I've been with friends that had too many drinks and I still dragged them out of there. You know, that's 5 people, 5 different girls against one. You grab a leg, you grab a leg, you grab an arm. We gonna drag our friend back to this hotel room. Make sure she sleep it off. Give her some water. Next morning, everything's fine. This entire case with Sudiksha Konanki could have been prevented. And I think that's what angers me the most, you know? Again, everybody want to focus on Joshua Reeby, but y'all have to understand, she went there with her friends, and she didn't go there with Joshua Reeby. She met Joshua Reeby on the resort. She went there with her friends. So her friends is ultimately at fault. Her friends should be held accountable to some type of extent. All five of them, because you just don't do that. You don't do that. Now, no, they're not technically responsible for her disappearance, but again, they could have prevented this. All the 5 friends could have prevented this easily. This case just still angers me all these months later. Like, you know, March, April, May, June, July, August, right? September, that's 6 months. 7 months. It's about to be 7 months next week since Sudiksha Konanki went missing. That is a disgrace. Sudiksha Konanki's case should have been solved. Instead, right after, it was like, okay, let's just declare her unalived. No, you keep fighting for your kids, right? And as far as the friends, none of us heard from any of them. None of us heard from any of them. And that's what pisses me off the most. Like, where's her friends? None of the 5 friends that was on the trip went on social media and said, hey guys, this is a picture of my friend. Have you seen her? She was last seen at the Rio Resort in Punta Cana, Dominican Republic. I didn't see nobody with no flyers or her face or nothing. None of those 5 friends. Even her friends back home that didn't go with her. I didn't see nobody advocating for her but her parents at that moment. I don't see nobody advocating for her now. And in her, you know, circle and everything. But I'm talking about initially, the only people I seen advocating for her that was in her circle, people that she knew in real life, was her parents. I did not see none, not near friend online or in the news looking for this girl. And that's the part that makes me angry, y'all. This is the part that makes me angry. So just keep y'all prayers going, keep y'all hope alive, because we gotta find this girl.